as I wander in life, running away. There's not much more that bad mortar can say. The feelings, he only knows the patience it takes, gambling with people's lives, the people he kills, not looking back
And now for your weekly dose of metal. Here are your hosts, Morgan Danielle and Luco Blaze on the Metal Experience.
Woo! All right, we just heard A Kingdom in Peril with the song Living Massacre, or as I like to pronounce it, Massacre, because I'm special. Then we heard The Darkness, the song The Fearless. I am Luco Blaze with Morgan Danielle, the chin hair of knowledge. Sans chin hair, looking all spiffy, all close shaven, so pretty. Tonight we are here with us for the first time, Debility. Why don't you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves and what you do in the band?
I am Sean. I am the drummer. I hit round circles with sticks.
Hi, Sean.
Hi, Sean.
Fabulous.
I'm Zach Washak. I'm the guitarist and backup vocalist.
Hi, Zach.
I am Taco. I do vocals and violin.
Hi, Taco.
And I'm an asshole.
Hi, asshole.
I play bass.
You slap at the bass?
Yeah, I slap it. I throw it.
Oh, he slaps it all right.
Nice.
Well, thank you guys for coming out. So let's get right down to brass tacks. Debility. Where are you guys from?
Wheeling.
Wheeling? All of you guys from the Wheeling area?
Wheeling, Arlington Heights. These two are from.
You just almost poked him in the eyeballs.
Yeah, Zach and John here are from Wheeling. Me and Sean. Yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm from Prospect Heights.
You're from. You're from somewhere. But me and him are Sean and me are brothers. We're from Arlington Heights.
All right, Arlington Heights. All right, so then give me the beginning of the band. What time? When did you guys form Debility?
Zach?
And how? And how? Give me the how. I need to know.
For a second, I thought you said, what time did you form the building?
What time exactly? Like, what time of the day?
It was 4:56 a.m. in the morning.
It was probably around 4:20, honestly.
Damn!
Yeah. All right, so me and my buddy, Richard, he was a senior, no, a super senior or something. I was sophomore year, so 2010. We were just thinking about playing guitar because he had written some songs, I had written some songs. And Sam also wanted to play the Wheeling High School variety show. So we were going to do a little cover, and we were like, well, we need a full band. So Sam found Sean in her health class. So, yeah. Here, you can actually.
I mean, I walked right into health class and was just like, we need a drummer. And he's at the back, and all of a sudden I just see this drumstick raise out of nowhere.
I did have a drumstick. I actually brought him to class with me.
Dang.
And I was just like, you come with me now. And I dragged him out of the room, and my teacher's like, what's going on?
So you just randomly one day, someone said, I need a drummer, and you were like, I have drumsticks in my pocket, and you just raised your drumstick.
I just had started playing drums again at the time because I played when I was little and I quit. I started playing again.
His drum set sat there for like a decade untouched. But he wouldn't let me touch them. He wouldn't let me touch them.
Untouched, literally untouched by nobody.
Yeah, and then I dropped my right cymbal when I was taking them out across my toes.
Ooh.
Very tragic.
Do you still have those toes?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes.
The stitches fall off occasionally.
They regrow.
He puts them back on sometimes. Right. So you raised your drumstick. You're like, drumsticks. You raised your drumsticks.
And the almighty Metal X.
And the almighty Metal X. And Sam came in. She said, you, get the fuck over here.
You're the chosen one.
You're the chosen one. When you...
Yeah, literally. Essentially. Pretty much.
I felt like she actually did say that, though. Like, no joke.
I was straight up like, you are the chosen one, and you're coming with us, and dragged him out of class in the middle of class.
How does that work? How did the teacher not stop you?
I went to the bathroom, and Zach was in the hallway already, and he's like, we still need a drummer. And I was like, you know what, I'm solving this problem now. And I went back in, and my teacher's like, what are you doing? And I was like, don't worry, we'll be right back. And I just walked out with Sean.
Yeah, and I was like, who is this kid?
And you're just like, hey, I have drumsticks, so I play drums. What if you didn't play drums? You just happen to have drumsticks that day.
I would question that. I don't know why I would have that. Or
Whoa, that kid's awesome. He just walks around with drumsticks? No, I don't know how to play
Trying
though.
to-
yeah, I just have them.
He uses them as a weapon.
Yeah,
There you go.
I'm very defenseless usually, so I need sticks to carry around. Yeah, exactly.
So the drumsticks. So then the talent show.
Yeah, well,
you guys, the band formed.
Yes, but it was all right. So it was only me and Richard and Sam and Sean. We found some dude that lived on Sam's grandma's street. He just
Found
walked up to the
some
house
dude.
while we were
Sounds sketchy.
While we were practicing because we covered Fully Alive. So like we were trying to we're basically practicing that by Flyleaf. Yeah. And he just walks up and he's like, "Where's your bassist?" And we're like, "We don't have one." And he's like, "Well, play your song again." And afterwards, he's just like, "All right, I want to join." And then a few days later, he just like disappeared. He just
What?
Yeah, he just
Talk
disappeared.
about commitment
He was a
issues.
ghost. You guys just got visited by a
And then they
ghost.
were without a bassist for like a year,
At least a year.
and then
yeah.
I came into the picture.
Yeah.
So you previously played bass, or you're just like, you know what? I'll just pick it up.
So at the time, I did not play bass because I heard them at a talent show, being brothers, because I got dragged there. And like,
That love.
So
Yeah.
from an outside perspective, at the time, what do you think?
I dropped my drumstick.
he dropped his drumstick.
At the last hit, it spun up in the air and it just went off in the distance.
They had a very nice scrim on to begin, but Sam over there is not in the band, probably because she could not actually. She ran out of breath halfway through the song.
And the only reason that we had me do it was because we didn't have a singer, and I had been singing back when I was really little, and then from then on hadn't in maybe like 6 or 7 years just at all.
You were a nice
performed.
singer until you ran out of the breath.
No, right, exactly. So I hadn't performed in 6 or 7 years, and we were just trying to get like their name out there. And
The name was Talion, by
yeah,
the way.
and
This
it was
wasn't
a
our first
different
choice for a
name.
name.
It was a different time.
Like first it was Talion, then it turned into Repudiation, which is quite a mouthful of a name.
Yeah.
He
And-
likes mouthful of names. I want to tell you.
I like going through the thesaurus and just looking at
So
crazy
we were
words, so.
Repudiation for a couple of years.
Well,
and
it was
then
like 1 year, and then we found out there was already one, and we were.
There was
gonna
already a
face-
band called Repudiation.
And they only had
Yeah.
demos
What
out.
were the odds?
And they're not. It wasn't great, but
So then you decide on something stupid like Debility at Hominin.
No, it was Hominin Debility, and I'm like, that's too much. So it's just Debility.
We were like, that's too much, man.
Yeah.
So then we realized that Debility was not taken somehow. So here we are.
Yeah.
But
It could have been Decimator also, but that was taken as well.
yeah. As far as I go, so yeah, I didn't think much of it until Sean actually showed me the demo of the songs they were working on, because they had a little 3-song demo.
Yeah. Recorded on a stanza clip.
So
on
we're
a
gonna
shelf.
are we gonna play those songs tonight?
We are not going to play those songs.
Not the demos.
But-
They sound like crap.
Yeah, one of them is in fact on there. Fools We Become. That one was on the
Re-recorded?
demo. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, for the EP. Yeah.
very much re-recorded. So
Yeah.
Richard left in like end of 2010. I joined I remember it specifically because for my 21st birthday, I actually went out and got a bass. The only bass I own, still have it. It's an Ibanez 5-string. It is.
Oh yeah, it's
It's-
beat to shit.
Yeah.
You
I
bet.
have not treated that one well, but she is my baby despite all that.
Yeah, it's been falling.
What's
on
her
beaten.
name? You didn't name your bass? This is the first step you do when you put it in your hands.
It's an entity.
Yeah, it's more an
Basie the
entity.
bassist.
It's more a entity than anything. It's an entity with a wide that nearly has a hole in it.
Okay.
How does your bass almost have a hole in it?
All right, he's fallen on it and thrown it multiple times and dropped it.
Yeah, it's
and
probably better that you don't have a name for it.
It's bounced
taken
all
a
along
lot
the
of
stage
abuse.
multiple times. Yeah.
Yeah.
Super metal.
So, yeah. So then after that, Richard was gone. He came in at 2011, right? Something
Yeah,
like that.
and then we basically sat around for a year.
Yeah, waiting for Richard to come back because he was coming back from, I think, Vegas at the time. He came back, was basically picking things up, but the music was kind of deriving, like 2 different directions, basically. So he ended up leaving, different reasons though. And we just kind of kept all the songs that I'd written. But he had actually come in, John here. Huh?
Yeah, Richard,
Taco.
like, John.
Taco.
Richard, like,
No,
Yeah.
Taco.
When Richard came back, everything
Taco
actually
John.
started moving again, and then
Yeah.
he brought John into the picture here.
Taco John.
Taco
Yeah,
John.
Johnny
Yeah.
Taco.
Johnny Taco. Oh, I
Johnny
like it.
Taco.
It's actually Johnny Taco for the penis game.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I met Sean before everyone else here. Before going to high school and summer school. That's
Which
how
is
we
funny
met.
because we were actually in orchestra together.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And crazy thing is,
Orc dorks.
I never saw
Yeah.
him.
We're just a bunch of dudes, honestly.
I've never saw him till senior year.
Greg, stop
Once we got
touching
to
me.
high school.
Because then he just would walk around with the drumsticks up in the air the whole time.
Oh, weren't you taking drum classes at the school or something? Or
Yeah, I was at the time.
yeah. So that made sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I didn't see him at all throughout high school. But I saw his brother, but I didn't know they were brothers at the time. So he was in orchestra, and he was
We
in
were
a-
actually in the same study group.
yeah study
Study
skills.
skills.
Yeah,
I just didn't know it.
yeah
They call
Um,
it study steals.
skills.
Skills.
Study
Yes.
steals? Yeah, Morgan. Study steals.
We learned thieving 101.
Oh no.
But anyways, I saw him senior year because he joined the track team, and he was only there for like 2 months.
Those legs, though.
Like a
Very
gazelle.
scary. You
How
like
fast was he?
Not very.
Yeah. I think you're trying to be a sprinter. I think
Yeah,
that's
that didn't work out.
no.
I'm better at being a sprinter than
I
you
got
are.
like shin splints. No, you're not.
Yeah, that's why you quit. I think, right? You
I
got
was
shin
pretty
splints.
fast.
I ran faster than you all day long.
All right, let's settle
But-
this.
Got more
Let's
cars
anyways.
race right now.
Throw down.
Throw it out, yeah, outside right now.
I'm a
But
biker now.
anyways, like I listened to like a lot of punk music throughout high school. So towards senior year, my friend Eric and Giovanni, they wanted to like start like a band. So I'm like, yeah, but I didn't know how to play guitar. So I was teaching myself how to play guitar, like really, really basic, like power chords and stuff, like in his garage. And I thought we were good, but I don't think we were. Sound like crap probably.
Were you in one of those bands with Ivan and Sean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Miss Massacre.
Yeah. About that one.
But that actually taught me to get better at guitar, and also to somewhat like step up and not try to be shy, and also take over for vocals, in a way. Even though I wasn't good starting out, because my friend Eric was teaching me how to scream, and the first couple weeks I was doing it, I'll lose my voice, and I tried like hold back my scream. So I tried different like techniques to figure out how to like properly scream, and it took like probably 6 months, I guess. I finally got it down.
Yeah, and Richard found you.
And then Richard found me, like he saw me screaming because we were doing something. Because me and him were starting a band because the other band, Miss Massacre, stopped. So me and Sean were just like playing just practicing. And then you came in, and like I think Richard came in, and he's like, you know how to scream. Why don't you be in? I think it was Italian still.
Yeah, it was still tough.
It was still Italian, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, sure, okay. You have a full like lineup, might as well fill it. And then that's pretty much it. And then I didn't start like incorporating my violin till my mom told me, like, it's like, you play violin, why don't you just add it to like the music? Then I'm like, it sounds pretty brutal. I don't know if it'll fit,
Like he told
But
me,
it turns out we have enough epic songs to make it fit.
Yeah.
like you said that you played violin. I'm like, dude, you have to.
Yeah. So then I started adding violin to a couple songs on our current EP, and it just sounds really cool and epic.
Mm-hmm.
Just picked up from there.
Yeah.
So that EP is what you brought tonight, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Part of it.
Part
song,
of it.
2 songs.
Okay.
Mhm.
So what's the where'd you say you recorded the EP?
Well, first it was this guy Dan Tinkler. So his
Wait, hold on. What?
this guy named Dan Tinkler.
Tinkler.
So he
Really nice guy.
Try not to laugh.
yeah.
Sure, he's awesome.
Yes.
He's really
Oh,
nice.
he's really cool.
So yeah, it was at R3 Studios, which was his parents' basement, but it was like the entire basement was a studio, which is pretty nice. And then he moved to a different studio. So after,
Dear God, the
No,
jazz
yeah.
is picking up.
oh no, yeah, the jazz getting
They're
louder.
killing it up there.
They are.
So yeah, it was R3 Studios, and then he moved somewhere else. I forgot what it was called, but it was just like
Atlas Studios.
Atlas Studios. Okay, yeah, I was working for Atlas. Yeah, that's basically it.
And yeah, that EP went through like. That was total hell to get done because.
Why don't you guys tell them how long it took to actually finish?
Hey, that's what I'm doing. Come on. We started in like December 2013. We had the recording done by like April or May. And then it basically sat there for a year going through mixing hell.
Yeah, that took
and
forever.
and it still kind of shows, I think.
Same thing.
Like it was our
Oh,
first time
you.
in the studio, so
Kind of figuring out what you're doing.
yeah.
Yeah. We recorded a ton of stuff, and yeah, it was a bit much, but
What was the first song that you guys recorded together?
The first song that we recorded together.
Volca was tied.
for the EP or for the.
Well, like your first song all together, your first experience
I
together
guess
as a band.
as a band,
Was it either Tide or Abyss?
It was probably tied.
probably Tide rolls in.
Yeah, Tide rolls in,
Like the first show we did was another thing at the Wheeling High School. He was having like a guitar recital or something, and somehow he convinced Debility there to
It was
jump
like an
in and actually
acoustic
play.
guitar recital, and
Yeah.
they let us play our metal stuff in an acoustic
Yeah.
guitar
Yeah,
recital.
And-
so Tide Rolls In was the first song we played as a band. That was the last show as Talion. The first show was Repudiation.
That was my favorite show you guys ever played.
Dude, all right. So John flips
badass.
off all the teachers, and he basically blows the PA system that's in the room because it's only meant for like sort of like talking to a class. It's like it wasn't meant for that at all.
He,
I
like,
have a
got up
reco-
on the chairs and he just flicks everyone off, everyone's parents and everything. It's like the
Yeah.
teachers, and he jumps off the chair and you're just going at
That's
it.
how you exit high school.
Like fuck all of you and.
Was it actually what you did?
Yeah.
That was literally the
it's
last time
not
I was at
exaggeration.
Wheeling.
Yeah.
I have a recording of the show from then.
And you're just like, fuck all.
Yeah. Yeah, it was great. Honestly.
It was recorded out, like all the early shows. I was like recording off my fucking iPod and something like that. So the iPod was way back there in the back of the room on like the xylophones or stuff like that, the bells, and it sounds like ass. We kind of sound like ass.
Yeah.
We have this. We played this really complex song called "Eternity" that we haven't actually played since because it's complex and we couldn't actually hack it at that point.
The vocals like didn't match up in time because we were like, yeah, I know it's Sam's favorite song. I actually dedicated to her, but yeah, so it was just funny. Yeah, we're trying to play that song in the my garage, like trying to get it all together, and we just busted our ass, and it sounded good in practice, and then once we actually got to the show, it sort of started to fall apart.
The worst part was actually at the very end because we completely fell off,
Yeah.
and that's the part where my recording actually stops. It stops just before that.
So
Which I
that's
guess
all
is
you.
okay.
Yeah. Perfect.
Do we have that to play tonight?
We
No,
don't.
we don't.
How dare you suggest that?
There's like a
Debility,
45
the beginning.
There's like a 45-second clip on Facebook somewhere. It's
Yeah.
2013. Yeah.
When we didn't have anything, I had it up on like I don't know SoundCloud or something like that.
Yeah, well,
Might still
I
be
think
on there.
John's mom
Yeah.
took like a quick video, and that's on there.
yeah.
But yeah, it's like
Yeah,
only a
there's a
little
bunch
part
of
of that song.
pictures from there.
So wait,
Right.
Johnny Taco.
Yes.
Your mom was at the show that you flicked everyone off.
Yep. And my
what
dad.
was her reaction?
What were their reaction?
I don't
They
think
didn't
I
notice.
don't think they noticed.
They didn't notice at all.
Yeah.
How did they not know?
He was jumping around all over the place, like
Yeah.
the song started, like he's just like going everywhere, just going crazy, hyping people
Yeah.
up, and he just like jumps off he just jumped off this chair, flipping people off.
Yeah.
And they didn't notice. Were they like not watching or?
No, they were watching.
Like,
You could see in the
everyone
video
looked
that they're
really
watching.
dumbfounded, like,
Yep.
everyone
Yeah, like
sat
all the parents were just like, "What the hell?"
What is he doing?
Yeah.
Who on earth convinced
Yeah.
these
It was
guys?
fun though. It was a good start.
Well, sounds like it.
Yeah.
Well, let's play a song to introduce the world to Debility and what you guys are up to now. What is the first track that you would like to play tonight?
Oh, let's play "Fools We Become." That's like the lead-off track from the EP. I think that's a pretty good start.
Perfect. So, Fools We've Become, and we'll discuss what it's about when we get back. Here we go. Here is Debility.
Hey, I'm Jason.
Yo, I'm Colin.
And I'm John.
We're Absalom.
And welcome to Jackass.
On the Metal Experience.
All right, that was Debility with the track Fools We've Become. I am Luco Blaze with Morgan Danielle, the chin hair of knowledge. Sitting next to me is Greg Master Greg. And like I said, we are here rocking out with Debility, eating the shit out of some donuts.
Too many donuts.
Too many donuts. We got
donuts.
We got donuts. Donuts.
Donuts.
That's a kitty cocktail. You guys ever had a kitty cocktail?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm a beer guy, not a cocktail.
Yeah.
guy.
You're not a cocktail guy?
Once upon a childhood.
That's a good.
Did you ever have a kitty beer?
You ever had a kitty beer?
Beer water.
He says yeah. He said yeah. Perfect. So that was on that song Fools We Become. So what's that track about? Give me the dirty details about what that song is about.
Well, okay.
Make the details dirty if you wouldn't mind.
That takes too much thought. All right. So Fools We Become is basically about like overcoming oppression from a ruler and rising up against either them or their forces to kind of bring peace back.
In my pants.
Absolutely. Yeah, there we go.
There, that's your dirty.
Yeah, pieces of the pants.
I like where this ended. Perfect.
Pieces out my pants.
So
It's a mess.
For a band that has a very brutal old school death metal name, we don't really do a lot of old school death metal songs, I've noticed.
Don't listen to them.
Well, those will come.
They will come, but
They
right
will
now
come.
we're still in sort of this epic
Viking
tale
era,
type thing, yeah.
So then, Debility. When did you guys actually come up with the name Debility? It was.
Yeah.
It was before the end of 2013, I think, because our first show as Debility was 2014.
Yeah.
2014. Okay.
So, yeah.
And it was originally something. It was what was the full?
First it was Italian, and that there were many Italians, and then it was.
What is Italian?
No, just Italian.
What is that?
What is Italian? Okay, Italian is like old school, like eye for an eye rules. Like,
Okay.
like back in the day kind of thing, like in medieval, like that kind of stuff. I didn't come up
Sweet.
with the name. That was actually Richard.
Okay.
But yeah.
Richard. We'll call him Richard.
Richard.
Richard the Third.
Yeah.
And then, so Debility. All right. So what does Debility mean?
Well.
What does it mean to you?
Okay. Well, I kind of like turned it on its head because debility means like disease or like debilitating illness, like something that like crippling illness. But I kind of made it seem like humanity is a debility upon the earth and that like upon ourselves. So it's more of like we're a disease to everything that we touch.
I have a pretty good story about that because I worked in a European store. And,
Whoa, what do you mean a European store?
It was like fresh farms. It
like
was like
Eurofresh.
Yeah, it was like international type thing.
Gotcha.
And like there were Russian
He
people.
worked in a grocery store.
Yeah, basically. And
Trying to fancy it all up.
Look, I just want to. Come on, guys.
Was it a world market?
Yes, sort of. Not really.
No.
That man needs another donut.
No more alcohol.
You're going to get wasted on donuts tonight.
You're stealing my alcohol. Go
You're gonna
away.
get donut wasted.
Scoop.
Sorry. So you worked at a European
And there's
market.
Like, yeah. So like Russian people are telling me, like I tell my coworkers, I'm like, hey, in this metal band, and we're called Debility, and they start laughing. I'm like, well, I'm wondering like why are they laughing? Like, oh, in Russian it means retard.
So we got a lot of 12-year-olds messaging our.
More than 12-year-olds, but it's like a lot of people are like, ha, you're retarded.
But then from those same countries, we have people like, oh, haha, and then they come see the page, and then they're actually liking it. They're like, oh, this is really great music. So it's like, it works out, but it's also like, what the fuck, man? Like, I keep getting little children just like, debility. Yeah. Like,
It's pretty funny, actually.
So it's kind of a blessing in disguise, a little bit.
a little bit, yeah.
Somewhat, yeah.
Gosh dang Russians.
You tossed a boat.
So individually, what were some of your influences that got you into this genre of metal?
Well,
Zach, you can take this one first.
Mine was Zach.
right, yeah. Because Sean listened to pop punk and things of the sort. Lots of classic death metal influences. I don't listen to core because it's not a favorite really, but like death metal, melodic death metal, black metal.
Favorite death metal band?
It's between Death and Suffocation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Favorite black metal band?
I was gonna say probably Immortal. Yeah, either that or Old Man's Child.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, okay. Grew up on the big death metal, black metal fan.
Classics, or like the classic bands, and listening to all their stuff, and then stuff that was influenced by that. So.
Sweet. So, Sean, you were a big pop punk guy?
Yeah, I started off in like Sum 41 and thought they were metal.
They play metal riffs. Hold
Yeah,
on.
it was like
They
thrash.
do.
It was like
They
thrash.
play metal riffs.
They give ode to Judas Priest and Slayer in their songs.
Yeah, somewhat. But yeah, that's where I started basically with music, and then it just like now I'm kind of into the whole progressive metal scene, like
Yep.
Animals as Leaders and stuff like that. It's super crazy for me, and that's where I'm at right now. And I appreciate like all the black metal and death metal stuff. I'm not super into it, but like I see where it's coming from, and I like what they do. It's not what I listen to usually.
Lots of periphery.
His favorite band from there is the Mayhems.
The Mayhem?
Is that like the Burzums?
Absolutely.
I think out of all the death metal bands I listen to, I like Death probably the most.
Classics.
Gene Hoglan is a super big influence.
Just a monster.
Dude, that guy is crazy.
And he is huge, like an overweight huge.
Yeah.
And he kills it. He's awesome.
He loves them burgers.
Yeah. He's seriously like, I feel like I walked next to him one time, and he's like 6'8", like 350. Like, that's how huge he is. Maybe not that big, but he's
6'8", man,
a
that's
big, large man. Just a monster and a fucking killer drummer. Let's keep going down the line. Ryan?
Sure.
Influences.
So I'm a bit more on the weird side of things.
Okay.
So I kind of started out as more of a prog metal guy, like your Dream Theaters and such.
Okay.
But slowly, over the course of my 5 or so years at Columbia College Chicago, that shit's shifted hard into more experimental stuff, more experimental droney stuff. So your Sun-O's, your Borises, your Melvins.
Melvins.
Lot of stuff like that. I haven't totally gone away from that sort of prog stuff, but I'm more likely to just fucking drone on a riff for
Drone
10,
do.
20 minutes. I have a drone project that I'm still working on for a side project called Throg. That's
Throg?
Throg.
2 G's.
2 G's.
T-H-R.
AGG.
Oh, I thought there was an O.
No.
And hopefully I'll have a record coming out this fall.
Say
Hopefully.
what?
Yeah.
All right. Well, when that
Do you
does
do
come
vocals or is it just instrumental stuff?
It's all instrumental stuff.
Nice.
Out, when it does come out, let us know. We'll fucking open the show
and
with
it's just
that shit.
like your
Or we'll have just
name,
you
or do
on.
you have a
Okay.
project?
We'll just hang out. and we'll eat
Project
donuts.
name?
I mean that. Yeah, Throg.
Oh, Throg. Okay. I thought you meant that was an album coming. Okay, I get it now.
Yeah.
She gets it now.
I get it.
It is the Throg.
Johnny Taco.
All right, so I started listening to rap. That was the first type of music I started listening to.
Oh, no.
Favorite
And then,
favorite
um,
You
rapper.
look like a hardcore
Favorite
gangsta.
rapper?
Oh, no.
I don't know.
Like that Linkin Park ass.
Oh, my God.
Damn.
Mike Shinoda or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Morgan's calling you
Young
out.
Shinobi.
I don't know. I haven't listened to rap in a while. I know Chance the Rapper is pretty good. Whenever I do listen to rap, it's like him or Mac Miller. But other than that, that's not important. Anyways, my
Are
dad.
you trying to say Macklemore?
No, it's
No,
Mac Miller.
Oh, that's another
I
guy
even-
too.
That would have been even funnier if you're like, oh, that's how you pronounce it?
He's been like that.
Mac Miller, Macklemore, same person.
Yeah.
So your
Smack
father.
s'mores.
My
Mac
dad
Miller more.
showed me like rock music, and then he showed me Nirvana, and then that's what I started to listen to a lot.
Nirvana shirt.
And
He
then
doesn't, he doesn't know who they are.
Oh, like that.
and then
just
from
found
Nirvana, my dad showed me Bad Religion,
Nice.
and I started listening to like more punk stuff, and then I started listening to I don't know, NoFX was the next one, and then I
Nice.
went from that to pop punk, so like Green Day, Blink-182, Sum 41, like him. And then my first year of college, that's when I started listening to metal. because my friend Eric and Ivan, they forced it on me.
Sit down and
in
listen.
the car. We were going some
It wasn't
road
really
trip.
like metal. It's like post-hardcore. Like
Oh,
what
yeah.
is it? I don't
Whatever.
remember what it's
Whatever it was, like, I'm like, dude, this is shit. Like,
That's why.
they're like, like really like whiny, like like screams. I'm like, how do people like this? Like, I didn't understand like why people like this music.
People don't like it. Stupid people like it.
Yeah, and then like, and then then they
Someone's
show me
gonna
like
get buttered.
harder like metal music, like I don't know, like Asking Alexandria or like
That's
like
totally
the
hard metal
core like core music, I guess. And then I'm like, God, this is just horrible. And then something I like to start growing to like it somehow.
They
They
that's a
brainwashed you.
That's a Stockholm syndrome kicking in.
Yeah, I guess. But then I started to appreciate like metal music after that. I don't know. I mostly now I listen to is this like Nails, like hardcore or stuff. Like I like core. Like I know they don't like core, but I like core.
I don't mind core, but it depends.
Because that's the stuff I listen to work out, and it gives me a good kick.
That and taco. He's like, I need to eat tacos and listen to core.
Yep.
Give him
Well,
out.
he did mention Nails.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nails.
that's good.
Sweet,
He's
sweet.
played Red Fang for me before, though.
Red
So-
Fang is cool.
Another good one.
And Sam. So we never actually introduced Sam.
That's
She
because
just-
she's the girlfriend.
Sam is band mom.
Sam
I
is
know that position.
Sam is band mom.
She's Triangle Blast Beat.
and
Right,
she
yeah.
plays the triangle. Blast beats the triangle.
It's
so
a silent effect, though, so it's like you can only hear it if you're a dog, kind of thing.
Damn.
that's how fast she's blast beating on the triangle.
You're
You can
making the
only hear-
good music.
Right,
can only-
exactly. The shit that nobody can really hear, but it's
So-
there.
So then, Sam, you know what? Let's learn a little bit about you.
That sounds.
Are you into the metals, or are you just?
Oh no, yeah. I'm with.
She's
Sean.
wearing a skull
Okay.
dress. She's
Yeah,
totally
That
in.
doesn't mean
Totally
anything.
metal.
It's totally
That
in.
could just mean she likes skulls.
That's only if you're in high school.
No.
But yeah, I'm a lot like Sean, where I didn't know anything really about it until I met Zach. My dad had me grow up on Zeppelin, AC/DC, and every other kind of just old rock, classic rock that you could find. And then there was, I was a teenage girl, so Pink came into the scene, shit like
Yes.
that, right? But
Love her.
Lily Allen, the shit rules. But then there's the side that only does metal. Mm-hmm. That's that's when I'm with them. That's when I'm with in the right scene, kind of thing. But
So your favorite metal band now?
my favorite metal band, besides them,
Besides them,
I'm not gonna lie. He showed me Meshuggah, and I'm a really big fan of
Nice.
them. I really am.
Oh, every time you hear bleed, it's like
Oh,
Blow up everything.
right.
Sean can get an orgasm with it.
You gotta listen to the first album.
okay. So you know these guys and you've been around them a while. Sam,
course.
it's time to give us the dirt.
Oh, good lord, that is dirty.
So
dirt.
what is the most embarrassing situation you've had to get these guys out of?
Oh my God! Wait,
Yes,
the Sean
yes,
story.
yes,
wait,
yes.
The Sean,
It could be
wait, which
anything.
Sean
I need to
story?
hear
Tell
this.
us anything
I need
that
to
can
hear this.
embarrass
Wait,
any
which-
of them.
The Decimator story.
You have full control, girl. You can say whatever
I love
you
this.
want. Let's
this is
do
the
it.
Decimator story. No,
Please tell
we're talking about the Decimator story.
Ooh.
So
Go on.
we go
Hold
to
on. Greg, are you with us? You're in Middle Earth over here. What are you doing? Listen to this song. He's like traveling on Google Maps on my phone right now, just looking at places.
because you could be anywhere but here. No, but
Checking out the world.
no, because
He's-
you need to hear this story.
He's figuring out where he's
in
going
all
to murder somebody
actuality.
next. Okay. Here we
No,
go.
because this is not only the straight truth, but this is the most embarrassing thing that Sean has ever done.
Oh
And that-
no! Oh no! I know what you're trying to
And
say.
that is hard to do.
I know what's going
because
on.
Sean does embarrassing things
Can
every
I-
day.
can I say-
No,
You
no,
have
we
no say. This
cannot.
is
No.
Sammy
Can
has
I
the
tell
floor.
us?
Oh no,
Sammy has
no.
the floor.
I get one shot to embarrass you all, and he drags you all down with this. So he
'Cause this is funny
he's
as shit.
supposed to bring an extra pair of clothes to every show because he's a drummer and he gets disgusting. And his girlfriend at the time,
Working hard.
not at the time. His girlfriend now was with us. She was not his girlfriend at the time, so she already knew about this when she asked him out, which makes this just so much more fun.
Wait, she asked him out?
She asked him out, yeah,
Okay.
and he ran
We'll
away
get
the
to that
first time,
later.
but that's fun. That's more embarrassing, actually. This is an embarrassing show story though, where we go and they play their hardest song at the very end, Decimator, where Sean does how many beats per minute?
It's
That's
like
a-
100. I don't know.
No, it's over 200.
What? Oh,
It's over 200.
220. Yeah, we did play like 220.
220, I think.
Yeah, it's not like way up in like 270. It's like 220. It's hard.
Like it's a short song, but it is super intense.
And Sean doesn't know how to do this thing called go to the bathroom before our shows.
Oh my god.
So we get done with the show, and Sean comes over, and they're all excited. You know, they just got done with a really good show, and we all look down, and we all go, Sean, what's all over your pants?
He shit himself.
And
He
no,
fergied
thank
himself
God,
right
thank
there on
God
stage.
he did not shit himself. But on stage, we learned that he actually pissed himself in the middle of a show. And he had no clue.
No, he didn't.
Absolutely
Oh my
no
God.
idea.
You were playing so hard
And
you
so
lost
ridiculously.
all control
Your sweat turned to piss.
of your bowels.
Really, it really did. Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
You
god.
decimated yourself.
I just wasn't
Like-
I just was going really hard, and then I was like, "You look like you're pissing yourself." I'm like, "No, maybe I just sweat really hard."
He
and then I'm
totally
like,
denied
"Oh,
it
I
at
pissed."
first. Totally.
I know, I didn't know. I just like went to the
Until
bathroom.
he smelled it.
Yeah, no, that's when. Yeah, that's actually when I'm like, "Oh, that actually happened." Well, that's awkward.
It was actually a great show. It was up at
That's the funniest part.
a venue called The Other Side in Crystal Lake. I don't know
Yeah.
if they're still around now. Yeah. They did do like a bunch of
Yeah, they don't do shows anymore. They do drug awareness and like gay pride stuff, and it's a nice venue. They have like a
Yeah.
3-tiered stage. It's really cool, but
Super fun to play on.
yeah, one of the favorites at the time.
So when you're playing drums, you wearing like jeans or just some shorts or?
I was wearing shorts at the time.
Okay.
No, you were wearing your penis pants.
I lied. I was wearing.
You're,
penis
wait,
pants.
you have
You wear
penis,
penis
pants?
pants?
There are these pair of sweatpants that we don't let him wear anymore because they outline his penis.
They're so
No wonder
thin.
he
They're
peed
so
all over
thin
himself.
That you
Does
just
your
see
mom
his
watch
dick
you
head
when you
through
play
them.
this?
No.
She has.
Does
before,
she
actually.
see you when you leave the house?
She kind of hates it. and
Sean,
I-
take off your penis pants and put on something more presentable.
That's actually what me and his girlfriend sound like, which is even worse.
It's pretty funny.
terrible. Especially when he walks in the room and like you're sitting down and he's just like right at like eye level with the
your
dick
dick
in your
away.
face, and it's like, come on, man. Oh, okay. Another embarrassing story.
We're clear. The only embarrassing stories we have are of Sean. Just so.
Oh
I can
my
think of
God.
one actually that doesn't have involve Sean.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I mean, Sean was technically involved,
Oh my
but
gosh.
it wasn't him that was causing the problems here. So this was at the end of our first tour, which was our first actual tour, because most of the time we do solo shows. But back in March or so,
Yeah, it was in March.
we did a 3-run tour in Iowa and here in Illinois. Like, first night was in Iowa City. That went great. Second night was in DeKalb at a venue called, it is a skate park, Fargo Skate Park. And they seemed to like us there. We just played there a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, it's becoming a new favorite.
And the third one was a venue in Rockford, the Mendelssohn Performing Arts Center. That was the big show. We had this, basically John here set up this Festival of the Underground type situation, which had a whole bunch of bands on, and we were playing there just to cap this great tour off. The idea came along just before there to do one of our side project songs, a song called Snakes, which is this really jammy type song.
Yeah, for a stoner metal band called Nug Splitter.
Nug splitter.
Nug Splitter.
Splitter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I like where this is going.
Spare Nug, my brother.
And we were going to have one of our fellow label mates, the guitarist for a band called Hyperdoom.
His name is Sam too.
Yeah. So Sam Reaper from Hyperdoom was going to come up on stage, play the song with us. It was going to be great. The problem started immediately after Hyperdoom set there because Sam broke his toe somehow during the show.
Yeah. He like jammed his toe on stage and then was like walking around limp to like trying to like play guitar on stage while limping with a broken toe.
Let me finish. Like,
That was on his set.
So yeah, I pulled him aside to get the song. And he's like, "Hang on, I gotta pop my toe back in." Thank you.
Yeah. He just pulls his toe and like sets it back in place. He's like, ah.
So we walk on stage to start getting ready for Snakes, and here comes Sam holding this fruit salad, and very, very drunk, probably to dull the pain a bit.
Okay.
So he almost immediately accidentally dumps this fruit salad behind the amp.
Like, he just spilled it all over his amp, and he just looks back and he's like,
Oh.
he's like, hold on, dude, I spilled all my food on the amp. I was like,
I don't remember the exact reason you gave, but I'm guessing that you could see where this was going, Zach. So you actually hightailed it off stage at that point, even though,
Yeah.
like, yeah, he left the stage for whatever reason. And John was just all like, I don't want any part of this.
I was playing violin, and then I just like stopped. I'm like,
No,
all right.
you weren't playing violin.
You're like,
you were
I'm
just
good.
playing E flat.
One note is all that you need, okay?
Over and over and over
No,
again.
he's
for 7
over-exaggerating.
minutes. I'm not
No,
exaggerating.
he's over exaggerating.
It's on Facebook Live. We know
All
this,
right,
John.
you want to prove this?
We'll watch it right
I'm
no,
calling
we're
you
not.
out, boy.
We're not watching
No.
it. But yeah. So there's fruit all over the place.
Yeah. So, poor Sam is just stumbling around on he's actually playing very well when you can actually hear him. He's actually a very good guitarist, but he was just too drunk, too in pain.
And lost his fruit salad.
His
Yeah,
lost his
he
fruit
was
salad.
just disheveled and you know.
Yeah.
That's the whole reason he was
His guitar
disheveled. Is his
kept
fruit
on,
salad.
his
Just
guitar
a bad-
kept on unplugging.
Just in
And-
a bad place.
Yeah.
Right.
John's over
Wait,
here
like
completely
John's
checked
microphone
out.
keeps unplugging?
Oh, that yeah.
Yeah. Zach is in the next county by now, trying to get away from us.
I'm out.
So it's just pretty much me and Sean trying to carry this jam to its conclusion. And like Sean's nervous as fuck, and I'm just like, fuck y'all, I'm just gonna fucking play this.
It went well. But then Sam left the stage and hobbled away
Yeah.
to clean up his fruit mess with the towels.
Well, see you later.
Yeah.
So speaking of
Some my cherries.
some live incidents, you guys said you brought a live song with you tonight.
We did.
Yes.
Unreleased, I believe. you said?
Unreleased. This
Currently.
is planned for our first album, which is not the next thing we're recording, by the way. We're recording another EP first.
Okay.
Probably sometime in October, I
Most
think.
likely.
Okay.
But yeah, we recorded this in Grays Lake
I'm also the
Like-
walking schedule.
a couple months ago.
You
Thanks,
deserve
Mom.
a donut. Go grab yourself a donut.
And we decided
Come on,
this was
Dad.
a pretty solid performance of the song overall. Like the best performance of the night.
And you said this was recorded in Grays Lake?
Grays Lake, around May or so, I want to say.
The Grays
Okay.
Lake Oasis, yeah.
The Grays Lake Oasis.
So, yeah.
Which-
Youth Center that records your set for free, which is amazing.
That's pretty
And,
sweet.
yeah. Really laid back. They're awesome place.
Okay. And then
Recordings are quality, too.
they record the whole set, or you just
Oh, yeah, the whole
grab
set.
the
Yeah,
one
the whole
song that you like the best?
No,
And
the whole set. We have a
Whole
whole
set.
CD of it. This is
Okay.
the best song of the night.
And they'll
Okay.
master it for $20, so which is really cheap.
Damn.
Yeah, but we didn't pay that. I mastered it myself.
boom, shakalaka.
So if you don't like how it sounds, you know who to
Message
blame.
you.
Yeah, just yell at him.
So yell at Ryan. Ryan, I didn't like how it was mastered. Do it again.
Yeah. There's only so much I can do, but it was a good sound. And
You're an
tape, so-
amateur, not a master.
All right.
So
very
we're
cool.
gonna do a little bit of crying. Here is
Yes, right.
Trail of Tears.
Trail of Tears.
What
Give it up for Zach Washington on guitar! You know what to do. A little louder! Try to kill the tree. You can push us by yourself. He's awake. He's a blood. Welcome to Anti-Yes. Try to kill on my time. Anti-push us fathers now. Knees are weak. Vision blurs. Welcome to Anti-Yes. I am nation. What deserving of the pain is slowly walk. Warm in the years. Tread upon to my brother, son of God. Bury me in the distance. Deep breaths, let it in. Tear my mind into pieces. Just watch me fall apart.
I'm Meredith.
I'm Ryan.
And I'm John. And we are Victims. And you're listening to The Metal Experience. Check out our full-length album, Volume 2, Inside the Mind, available everywhere.
All right, wipe those tears away. Throw those Kleenex in the garbage and don't tell anybody that you sat there crying for the past few minutes. We are back with The Metal Experience. I am Morgan Danielle with Luco Blaze.
Wow, Morgan.
The Chin Hair Knowledge. We are here with Debility, and that song was called Trail of Tears. Boom.
So that whole time you were doing that, I didn't know. I thought you were just like being goofy. No, you were recording that.
I
You were
was
like,
being dead serious.
Hey, remember when you guys were crying and stop crying because we're done crying, eat donuts.
Little bitch.
Yeah.
Cry into your donuts, damn it.
Well,
Jeez, Morgan.
wipe it away with sugar.
Pretty brutal, pretty brutal. Well, it's about that time. Well, you know what, one more time. Is there a music video or a video up on the interwebs of that?
There was a
There's
music
few
video for
performances
The
of
Tide
it,
Rolls
but
In.
Okay.
An actual, only Tide Rolls In has an
Are
actual
we
music.
playing the Tide Rolls In a little bit later tonight?
A little bit later, yeah.
Okay, okay. All right. Well, then we'll hold off on that. We'll talk about the music video. So, a little bit later. So, it's about that time. It's about that dirty D time.
Time to sit back and relax and
listen to the one that the metal gods themselves gave us. It's time for the heaviest of them all, the chin hair of knowledge.
Okay, so I got some tour news and some random news.
Okay, you know I want that tour news first.
Okay.
Save the best for last. What's the tour news? What's going on?
Well, Morgan may or may not be interested in this.
Morgan?
What?
Let us know if you're interested.
Okay.
It's In This Moment of Mice and Men and Avatar.
Avatar, the movie with the blue people?
Yes. It's September 25th and 26th at the House of Blues.
Morgan, are you interested?
We'll see.
And then I Hate God and Cro-Mags.
Okay.
September 2nd and 3rd at the Cobra Lounge.
They're playing back-to-back days?
Yeah.
At the
I think I might be there for one of those days.
Okay, not both?
It's just one of those days.
Oh, are they playing different sets each night?
Maybe, I'm not sure.
I mean, both those bands should have enough music to play 2 different sets.
Yeah. I don't
If
know.
not, that'd be just kind of lame.
I've seen both bands.
Like, I saw them play the same exact set.
Funny thing is,
2 nights in
I
a
saw
row.
Cro-Mags for free for a Scion concert.
Really?
Yeah, the car company.
Hey, buy our cars and listen to
No, it was
Cro-Mags.
No, it was because Scion used to sponsor like metal shows, so they had like you could RSVP for
buying a car and listening to the Cro-Mags
just for a show.
Oh, okay.
Because they even did a festival called Scion Rock Fest where you could VIP and RSVP and you could get in for free. That's the whole fest. It was a free festival. And like Testament played, like Exhumed played, like a lot of bands played. There was like 30 bands and it's
So
free.
you're telling me you couldn't buy a single car there?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, but that company's now defunct and they don't do that type of shit anymore.
They're
That was
defunct.
bad marketing.
Yeah. Well, all right. Maybe if they sold some cars there. They're like, you know what? We're actually not getting anything out of this because we haven't sold a single car here.
Maybe we made
I guess.
Maybe we made a terrible mistake.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then the band Pelican.
Ooh.
With Grails, October 13th at the Empty Bottle.
Where's the Empty Bottle at?
I don't know. I've never been.
Chicago.
I've never eaten.
And then Kubla Khan, No Zodiac, Left Behind, I Am, and Great American Ghost. September 20th at the Beat Kitchen.
The Beat Kitchen.
100 Demons and All Out War, October 21st at Cobra Lounge.
Okay.
I think I might be at that one.
Well, then I'll see you in the pit.
Cool.
Son, don't touch me there.
Agnostic Front, September 30th at Reggie's. That'd be a cool show, too.
Okay. Who else are they playing with?
Just locals.
Okay. Local
I think
sport.
Spare Change is one of them, and I forget the other bands.
Cool.
Play at Reggie's like all the time.
And then Today is the Day in Phobia, September 6th at Reggie's. And then Inquisition and Uada.
Uada!
It's UADA. September 10th at Reggie's. And Inquisition puts on a good show. They're just 2 guys, a drummer and a guitar player.
Just
and
playing
they're
metals?
black metal.
Okay.
They're originally from Colombia,
Colombia.
like the country.
Okay.
And then they moved to the
We
States.
love cocaine.
Yeah.
Woo!
They smuggled it all in.
You boys like Mexico?
Up their bum holes.
Yeah. And then the random news is also kind of sad news too. It's the autumn.
Oh, come on. You only have one sad news and it's random?
2.
2 random sad news?
3.
Yeah. The Autumn Offering vocalist Matt McKenzie is currently in a medical-induced coma in New Brunswick, New Jersey. He's receiving treatment for leukemia.
Brutal.
Man.
Wait, why is he in a coma?
Medically induced, so he I guess that the leukemia is far spread.
That's
so
no
it's he's got to be in a medically induced coma to actually keep him kind of alive, I think.
That's brutal.
And it says that too. I read someplace where it says where he's at. He's a little too far away from all his family, so they set up a little a crowdfunding campaign to help cover his medical expenses because he can't work, he can't tour, he can't do anything because of his leukemia.
Oh, yeah, he's in a coma.
Yeah. So that just made light of day like 2 days ago.
Brutal.
So, and then the other bit is I don't know if you heard, but this past weekend the band Adrenaline Mob, they were involved in a car accident with a semi truck.
He also also played with Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Yeah. Their semi-truck collided with their RV that was parked on the side of the highway, and we were fixing this flat tire. It took the life of the bass player of Adrenaline Mob, David Rock, and 3 members of the band are actually in critical condition still. Not of the band, but their tour crew are in critical condition.
Actually, Alan Russell is also in critical condition.
Yeah. He's the dude of Symphony X, right?
Yeah.
I like Symphony X. They're cool. But yeah, it's just some unfortunate
brutal.
stuff.
Brutal. Be safe out there if you're out there touring and stuff, you know.
Yeah, right now we
It's
have
crazy.
friends in Spectral Voices and Sorrow Seed and also in Contra and Victims that are on the road right now. So stay safe out there, guys.
Yeah.
All right. That's all the
That's it.
No,
for
the last sad news is this is
You
your
got more?
last
The last
show for a
sadness.
while.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Chin Air Knowledge is moving on up to the bigger,
He's
busy world of jobbing.
adulting. He's going to be working nights. So we
So
will
he
be
can't
without
It's
our...
not
Make
really
it.
nights per se. It's I'm going to be working 2 p.m. till 10 p.m. 5 days a week. So I don't know my schedule yet.
So
Well, when he
So-
has a
He'll be
Tuesday
here,
free, he
hit
will
or
hopefully
miss.
be with us.
Yeah.
But until we know what's that schedule and when he will be here, this is
I might
his
be
last
able to-
show until he's able
Probably my
to
last time doing
pull
this
some
segment
strings.
for a while. So.
We'll miss you.
Yeah.
Miss you too.
So
So while the Chin Hair Knowledge is departing, the Beard of Wisdom will be filling in.
the Beard
and
of Wisdom.
when Greg shows up to grace us with his presence of stealing my phone,
Zach,
doing brutal screams,
Zach,
bringing
we-
donuts.
we didn't tell you, but you have a segment starting next week for the rest of... So you need to be here every week.
But it's just your beard talk. We only want to hear about the beard.
Mm-hmm.
So let's rub it against the microphone.
Perfect. That's all you need
Just
to
rub
do.
it up against
But
it,
we
just
need you here every
scratching-
Tuesday.
scratching
So
You just need to retain
Clear
all
your
the
schedule.
information.
So,
yeah,
perfect.
Beautiful. I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to it.
cool. The Beard of Wisdom.
So, Derek, you've got a crazy band pick to go out to tonight.
Yeah.
What do you got?
I brought a band called Axe Slasher
Oh, of course you did. Axe Slasher.
from Denver, Colorado.
Okay. Probably smoking tons of dope. I like it.
They're death metal, thrash, and some grind.
Some grind. Just a little. You know what? Let's throw a little grind in there. Grab me a donut. Let's throw some grind in there.
This song is called Mark of the Pizzagram
Okay.
/ Invasion of the Babe Snatchers.
Babe Snatchers. All right. All right. You said, and what was the name of this band again?
Axe Slasher.
Axe Slasher. All right, Morgan. Let's fucking do it. Put on some Axe Slasher.
Yo, what's up, everybody? You got Diggs McNasty,
Timmy D,
Corey Cormander Davidson,
and Jared Ercole from Fools Through, and we fucking love metal. So listen in to the metal experience because there's some cool motherfuckers, goddammit. Ho ho!
And we are back. That was my last pick of the week for a while.
And who was that?
It was Axe Slasher.
Of course it was. Where are they from?
Denver, Colorado.
Denver, Colorado. And what was the name of that tasty track?
It was Mark of the Pizzagram / Invasion of the Babe Snatchers.
Invasion of the Babe Slashers.
Snatchers.
I am Luco Blaze with Morgan Danielle, the chin hair of knowledge. Sitting over there with his Nirvana shirt, bringing the donuts, being crazy. Greg Master Greg. And we are here rocking out with Debility. Still
Praise
kicking
be
ass.
unto Greg.
Kicking ass. What'd you say, praise be unto Greg?
I did. For those lovely donuts.
Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down.
Take this down a notch now.
So Greg also made us a paper hat. Would anyone like a paper hat?
It's a boat.
No,
It's
a hat.
pronounced Boat.
It's pronounced Boat. It's a hat. Look, it's a hat if you put it on your head. It's a boat if you put it in water. We don't have any water, so it's a hat.
It's universal. Float it in your beer. Yeah,
Float it in your beer.
It's not working.
Oh. I'm on a boat,
I'm on a
motherfucker.
boat. I'm on a boat.
You guys have some shows coming up in the near future?
We sure do.
Yes.
Please, give me all the dirty details.
You can take this first one, I think.
What?
So first up, we got a show at August 25th,
Yes.
and that is at, if you give me the name, please.
Kraken Cakes and More.
Yes.
Kraken Cakes and Mower?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a metal bakery.
Yeah.
Okay. Where's that at?
Don't know.
Don't know. All right, it's in
I got-
Illinois?
It's in Illinois.
All
It's
Illinois shows.
Way,
Okay, list
it's
off,
way, it's way away from us, I think.
I think it's more like northeast.
Here, we will settle it. Just Google it.
Kraken? What was it?
Kraken Cakes and More.
Oh, and more. I thought you said and a mower, like a lawnmower.
And mowers, yes.
Yeah, we
Cakes.
sell cakes and lawnmowers.
Beach
Yeah.
Park.
Yeah.
It's metal for a reason, you know.
Beach Park. Where is Beach Park at?
John's got the information.
John,
John
you got the
Taco.
information
Oh, I
of
know.
where
Yeah, right.
Beach Park is?
He
No,
said
he
Beach
doesn't.
Park. I'm like, yeah, that's where it's at.
Yeah, Beach Park is where it's at. That sure
Sheridan
is.
Road and Beach Park.
There you go.
Okay. Sheridan Road.
Sean.
How far away is that? Google it. GPS it.
God knows.
See, that's the problem here. Sean's doing it too slow.
I press the buttons real fast. guys.
Directions.
It's hard when your buttons are just a touch screen.
52 minutes.
That's
Okay.
from here.
From our current location.
From here, wow.
So probably like 30 minutes away from us. So.
Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. All right.
Yeah. And then the Grays Lake Oasis on September 9th. That's actually the Hominin Records birthday bash. So we're having a few other bands coming out on the label.
Bunch of others. Do you want to actually talk about them?
I was gonna say, which was funny because last time we were there, we had a cake made.
Ooh.
We did have a cake made there.
Yeah,
I
so
like
it was
cake.
somebody's birthday, and they had a cake and it had all the band's names on it, so it's pretty cool. We got a picture of that up.
So, Zach, who do we got at
The
this
better be
birthday
cake.
bash?
Okay,
Aside
so,
from us.
Yeah, the Hominin Records birthday bash number 2. We've got Hyperdoom, Metalbrook, Debility, which is us.
Yeah.
We were gonna have Dying Ultimatum. They're having a little bit of problems, so we're gonna have Jackie Frank Russell. He's actually gonna play a few solo songs from his solo project. He's also from Hyperdoom. And hold on, I'm trying to think of what else.
Distorted Reaction.
Oh yeah, Distorted Reaction, who actually from Chicago. They're a death metal band. And then, which that's in Grays Lake, obviously. And then November 10th at the Cairo Ale House.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cairo. And who you guys playing with then?
Burn the Witch, right?
No.
No?
It's the Forms That They Take is one of the bands on that.
When is it? Are you messing with me?
No, I'm not messing
Called
with
The
you.
Forms
When is
They
this?
Take.
This is November
Yeah.
10th.
Yeah, November 10th.
Yeah.
And then What Lies Ahead is the other
Is it
band.
the forms they take or the forms that they take?
No, it's the Forms They Take.
What the
Yeah.
fuck, Luco? Way to not be on your shit, idiot.
I'm in that band.
Wait, what?
Are you? That's why I'm like, are you messing with me?
Wait, are you
All right, I guess I'm playing a show
wait, are
November
you
10th.
serious?
Seriously?
November 10th, you said?
Yeah, you know
Yeah,
Elvis, come
November
on,
10th.
man.
Where's
Wait,
that
Where
at?
is
wait,
this?
Cairo Ale House.
Hold on.
Who the fuck?
Because I messaged.
Are you on crack? Should we be
I don't know.
concerned?
Who's booking your shows?
Not me. Literally, I don't do anything. I just show up when they tell me to show up.
I look pretty.
Is there a flyer for
Yeah,
it?
the Forms They Take.
Yeah, that's.
I messaged you guys.
This is
All right, I guess we'll play. We're playing a show
Awesome,
together.
look at that.
Sweet,
Nice.
guys.
Yeah, I guess we'll see you then.
Okay.
And then What Lies Ahead is the other band.
Where's that at?
They just emailed
West
us.
Is it
Why
West
don't you
Cairo?
find out? You should you look this up for yourself.
Oh, I have no idea.
That's in Chicago. You're
Yeah.
you're not on your shit at all.
No, I have the list of our shows playing that we're playing. I only have 2. I mean,
There's one that they booked.
I guess
without you
there's one they
knowing.
booked and they didn't tell me.
Maybe,
They were like,
maybe
"Screw
they're trying
you."
to tell them something,
They're
saying,
like,
hey, you're out of
"Hey,
the band. We
you're
didn't wanna
kicked
tell
out,
ya."
by the way.
God.
By this date, you're
man.
gonna have all your
That'd be like
shit
the
out
worst
of our
way to
workspace."
go out.
Hey man, maybe you're having too many of those donuts.
You know what? I
messing with your
probably
brain. Too much sugar.
messing with the brain.
Yeah.
That's too
focusing,
funny.
man.
I'm gonna message the rest of them like, "Are we playing a show November 10th?" Like, okay.
Yeah, you even said, yeah, we'll be down to play that show with you guys. On the messenger. I'm not like even fucking.
Yeah, I never downloaded the band Messenger. No, I totally believe you.
What did you learn?
I never downloaded the band Messenger because I'm like, you need an app to use your app, and then another app to use your app. Like,
See, that's why I just
Facebook
use
shouldn't have
Friendly
6
on
apps.
iPad. No
too
need for that
funny,
shit.
too funny. Well,
So those are the 3 that are coming up.
okay,
Mostly we're just trying to get the second EP off the ground.
Yeah.
okay.
That's our main focus this fall.
So the first EP, what was it called again?
Battlefield's Dawn.
Battlefield's Dawn, and is that still? Do you guys still have that available for like download and or any physical
Oh,
copies or
absolutely.
anything?
It's on Bandcamp.
Okay,
Download
on
and
Bandcamp.
physical.
We have CDs for sale at our shows.
You
which
can order the CDs too.
Yeah. Just like,
And you guys probably have them at the live shows also.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Come to the shows.
Please come to
Have
the
some with
shows.
us today
Please
if
come
you guys
to.
want
You
one.
know
Come
what?
to the shows. Buy some merch.
Everyone, come to our November 10th show that we're
Yeah.
playing
With the Forms That They Take.
at Cairo Ale House. Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
West Chicago.
West Chicago. That is.
I mean, that's especially.
That's too funny. Oh my
like,
goodness.
especially comes to the shows because we're actually road testing songs from the EP on stage. We got 3 of the 4 main ones on our set list right now.
Yeah.
We almost brought one of them, Behold the Blood Eagle. That's a song that we are really fucking proud of.
Oh,
but
yeah, it's
the version
brutal.
on the Oasis show that we had, it's an early version, so it's not quite up to snuff yet, you know. But that song's just taking a life of its own life.
Oh, yeah.
Very
That's
cool.
one to watch for.
Yeah, the entire song basically like describes the whole process of the Blood Eagle and like just tearing someone open and displaying
Spreading
it
their
in
ribs
front
apart.
of. Yeah, yeah.
Noise.
So when are you gonna make that picture for me so I can finish that artwork?
Super metal.
Oh, right, yeah, okay. That'll be a while.
And then, so the new EP, What's the ETA? You were saying by the end of the year?
We're looking to record by the end of the year.
Okay.
Hopefully 2018 or so
Okay.
you'll have your hands on it.
Yeah, especially because we're trying to plan something really special for it, like a full-length music video for every single song.
Nice.
So yeah, we have like crew we're looking at and all that stuff. So it's gonna be kind of this big adventure to do. But yeah, it's gonna be.
So
seamless
how many tracks you guys plan on putting on the EP?
There's going to be like 6 or 7 overall. Like
You're gonna have
four-
6 or 7 music videos you're gonna do?
It's four main songs plus 3 little an intro and outro. And an interlude.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you gonna do music videos for the intro, the outro, and the interlude?
Well, that'll be like the credits basically, and then there'll be like probably like a
Cool.
animated interlude or something like that. Because we also have animators that we're trying to.
So is it gonna be
should
one
talk to
long
Stephanie.
music video, or
Yeah.
you're gonna?
That's what they're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we'd split it up, probably like release it each one at a time, and then we'll have like when the album
Each
comes
one has more of the story or something.
Yeah, and then like
Okay.
once we release the album, we'll probably have like a DVD, combo thing going on.
DVD?
You or Blu-ray?
VHS. Can I order that
4K.
VHS?
We are nothing if not.
You can order it on
ambitious.
VHS, but only you.
Or 8-track.
We only made one VHS copy.
And 8-track.
Yes.
No,
Oh
I'm
my
sorry. We're just releasing this on Betamax only.
Betamax. There you go.
People still release cassettes.
I know.
The only crazy motherfuckers release that shit on cassette.
Yeah.
We got this new cassette coming out. Woo!
We actually
played with
heard
some
that from a
dudes.
band we played with recently, and we just like we were like, really?
We were at Fargo
Like, we
Fest
thought they
a
were
couple weeks
kidding.
ago, and they said this huge box of cassettes in it.
Just of their brand new CD, their
Yeah.
CD album.
Recording.
Their album EP, whatever.
We got our new tape, so find your tape players.
There were like dozens.
But
of
they're
those
really
things in
good
there.
though.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
called Den.
Oh yeah, Den's pretty crazy.
They're really good.
DEN?
Yeah.
Yes.
Very cool.
Their drummer has a giant bass drum. It's like one of the things you see in like a band, and it's just massive.
Like,
How
He's
massive?
got drummer jealousy.
Like
4 feet high at least.
like double the size of a normal bass drum, at least.
Like it doesn't even have the things on the side. It's like they got the band one, and it just like sits there, and they put things, and it's like a war drum. It's crazy.
So, what, does he hook up the kick to it, or he just hits it with like a?
Oh no, yeah, he hooks
he's
up the
got the
kick to it.
Kick to it, yeah.
Yeah. So he's playing like double bass on this crazy ass, huge bass drum that you can hear across the entire place. It's just like a wall of bass.
Yeah. They don't even have a guitarist. They have a keyboardist as the.
How do they transport that thing?
They took a while.
Carefully.
Yeah.
Watching them set up was maybe the most interesting part of the whole show. Not to say that, I mean, they weren't awesome, but it was hilarious.
You guys are sitting there. What the fuck is that?
Yeah, actually, a lot of us.
We're like, what's about to happen right now, man? Like,
What did we get ourselves into? Well, speaking about getting ourselves into stuff, it's about time we get
It is.
ourselves into
Some new
an
music.
unsigned band pick of the week.
What?
Now it's time for
Hey man, look what I found.
Only on the Metal Experience.
Woo! Hey, look what I found is brought to you by Imprint Recordings. Your music, your imprint. Visit imprintrecordings.com for more information. This week we have all the way from Hanover, Pennsylvania, the band Forward Order with their debut single. It's called Fake It, and that's off the upcoming EP Hollow Beginnings. Let's do it!
And now, back to the metal experience.
Did you say hookers and blow?
No, I said the metal experience.
That's not nearly as good.
All right. Hey, look what I found is brought to you every week by the good folks at Imprint Recordings. Your music, your imprint. Visit imprintrecordings.com for more information. And tonight's band that we just played was Forward Order from Hanover, Pennsylvania, and that was their debut single called Fake It off of the upcoming EP Hollow Beginnings. Check them out on the Facebooks. Gives them a likes. Forward
Boom.
Order. I am Luke Blaze with Morgan Danielle, the chin hair of knowledge, and Greg Master, Greggy Greg Pooh, just left us. He
Yeah.
dropped off some donuts, ate some tacos, and skeeted. But we're still
Skeeted.
rocking out here.
So
with-
you're saying he went skeet, skeet, skeet?
No, he went skiing.
And he ate some buttholes
is
and
what I
nuts?
meant to. He
Some-
went
some
skiing.
donuts
He's
and
on his way
tacos?
to Wisconsin as we speak.
He's on his way to ski right now. So we are still rocking out here with Debility. And where can everyone find everything that is Debility on the information superhighway?
Oh, everywhere.
Oh, everywhere.
YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Reverb Nation, Twitter, SoundCloud, if it's still around in whatever time, because apparently it's going to shut down.
Wait, no, hold on. I'm surprised your guy didn't know that
Your guy?
supposedly Chance the Rapper saved it and put in all the money to save SoundCloud.
Yeah,
I did
SoundCloud's
not
still
know that.
around, mate.
Well, no, I thought.
Taco,
like,
your
recently-
guy, Chance. Chance the Rapper.
Really?
Hey, I'm Chance.
dude.
Chance the Rapper. I
giving
rap.
it a chance.
Chance. SoundCloud. Here's some money. I wonder how much money he gave them to bring them.
Because they only had funding for 50
like
days
2
or something like that.
million.
So
Oh, yeah.
50 more days.
Yeah.
I wonder how much.
Till
funding.
quarter 3 of the year or something like that. Yeah.
I wonder how much the funding costs. What do you got to pay for, like server space and?
All the
Yeah,
music
those
up
are
there
shit
every
ton
time
of
somebody
songs there.
uploads another song and
And
all that shit.
I think most of why I use SoundCloud for these days are just podcasts and stuff like that.
Interesting. Wait, but don't you, with SoundCloud, you have to pay X amount of dollars if you load more than X amount of
Yeah, you can have
gigs or some shit.
2 hours of free music.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's about
We've only got the EP up plus a couple live songs, I think. So
Okay.
I mean, it's not,
So, like, if you were a podcast just loading up on SoundCloud, you'd be paying.
You have to
because
pay a
you'd have-
yearly fee. Yeah.
once
So
you- once
they
you get
didn't
to that
have
limit.
enough money to pay that yearly fee with people. I feel like SoundCloud's pretty.
There's so much
popular.
competition, though. There's like Reverb Nation, there's Bandcamp, there's Spotify, there's iTunes.
I don't know how to use any of that.
Do we shill a Bandcamp?
Except
Do we
for
shill a
SoundCloud.
Bandcamp?
Oh, we do have a Bandcamp also. Yeah.
We do have a Bandcamp. That's
yeah,
where
that's actually what we have the EP selling on there. Also on Reverb Nation, but Bandcamp's easier to use.
Boom.
Yeah. Yeah. Also Facebook. Probably said that.
Those Facebooks.
MySpace.
Debility.bandcamp.com.
Actually, we do have a MySpace. I made it just for the hell of it. Yeah, we have MySpace. And it's got the
It's
EP up on there,
still really awful to use because when they redid it, it got harder.
too. Yeah.
That's what she said.
I just didn't know how to rub it the right way.
That's what she said. How often and how many hits do you see coming to your MySpace? Coming.
I don't even look at it because I don't even. I doubt anybody's on it. You know.
Does,
Like,
does anyone still use MySpace?
Tom uses
right,
MySpace.
yeah.
Tom?
Apparently, they revamped MySpace, so now there's the old version is the new version. They have like a new site that's the old version of MySpace that works right.
What?
Who even uses that anymore?
I don't know.
I don't even.
I feel like if you went onto MySpace, it would be like a graveyard.
I don't know. I went on there and
You know,
deleted
like
mine,
a virtual
about, 2 months
graveyard.
ago.
You can skim through the old profiles and be like,
There's
"This
like
is my high
cockroaches
school
roaming the
life."
internet.
Is my profile still up there?
I don't know.
It might be. I
Did
just
they
deleted
delete-
mine about like a half hour, or not a half hour, like
You're like, I deleted
Literally
mine
a half hour
half
ago,
hour ago.
my MySpace is gone.
like months ago.
I have not signed on to MySpace.
I don't
in
even know what
many years.
my
I thought they were
login
going to
would
delete
be.
it if you were inactive with an X amount of.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine was deleted.
Mine
I
was
looked it up just to
deleted.
see, and it was gone.
I was inactive for about like 4 or 5 years, and it was
Right,
still
Still there?
active.
All right.
Well,
Well,
you've heard
maybe-
it from the chin hair of knowledge. He knows more than us.
Maybe I'll check it out because I had a
'Cause
really
I
cool.
went on and I deleted everything.
I had a really cool In Flames music video on my live video on my MySpace page. So
Oh, that you can find
I
on
saw-
YouTube.
Do you guys remember
I'd
when
have
they
to- I don't
actually
know which
had
one it was.
commercials for MySpace like last
yeah.
year or 2 years ago? They were
Trying to bring it
on
back.
TV. Yeah, MySpace.
Oh, well, I
Like, don't
watch
forget
TV,
about
so
us,
I never
guys.
saw that.
Hey, remember when this was cool? Please come back and make us cool again, please. That didn't work.
Wait, I thought MySpace was supposed to be awesome because Justin Timberlake was supposed to have bought it.
No, Justin Timberlake's a wiener.
No, he's not.
Tom still owns MySpace.
You're a wiener.
That's not true. Take it back.
Well, let's talk more about Debility.
Yes.
That explains the name so much right there.
I knew
Look
that was
at
gonna happen. That's why
You've been
I didn't land it on
debilitated.
his phone.
What a debility.
So for the listeners,
It's all for you.
Johnny
We're having a nice
Taco was
fight.
just debilitated with ice. Oh, good shot.
In
you
the
just got-
testicles.
you got iced.
Yeah, you got the ice.
Is there any water in there?
There is
Just ice.
Absolutely zero water.
It's
now.
just
There's
ice.
only
Look at
a
it.
couple things on
It'll melt.
Sean
Ice.
ice baby.
Dun, dun, dun,
You could just
dun,
take
dun.
all that and slide it onto the floor.
Just slide it.
Eat it. Eat it. Eat it.
Don't eat
Just
it.
you know what, or slide it into another.
Do
cup.
a line of ice.
Don't
line of
slide
ice,
it
actually.
in anywhere. Ew. Nope. Don't do it.
Here, there's extra cups.
You don't know where that's been.
Oh, the cup fiasco begins.
Look at him slide that ice on the table.
This is why we can't take him anywhere
He
or
asked
have any
for
nice
this. He
things.
did ask for this. He was like motioning to me.
Pour me the ice all over my
I
face,
thought
neck,
there
and
was
chest.
water in there.
It's only water once it melts.
Please.
You can still drink the ice.
You can chew it.
Drink
Lap it
You
off
can
the table.
suck on it.
You can suck on it. Sean, you can suck on all that ice.
Someone on Twitter the other day was like had like a poll like saying, "Do you chew on ice while you drink, you monster?" Something along
Sometimes
those
I
lines.
do. Sometimes I gasta.
I tend to let just melt in my mouth.
When the moment strikes.
Well, Morgan.
I have some announcements. We
Uh-oh.
do. I do. We do.
Who
So
knew that you do?
let's start with last night. We were at Livewire Lounge in Chicago, and we had our friends in Sorrow Seed back from the East Coast. They're from the Rhode Island,
From
Massachusetts
Boston.
area, coming for their second time on the Ring of Malevolence tour.
What was that word you tried to pronounce? But didn't?
Malevolence.
Okay.
I'm
Malevolence.
not going to brag and say I know how to speak English because I
Their
really
malevolence
Say it with
tour.
me.
But
Ma-
malevolence.
There you
Malevolence. Okay, so that was the tour that they were on. They came in with this awesome New York City band called Spectral Voices, and we had Chicago's very own Vicious Attack and Bloodletter play with them, and it was phenomenal. So those that missed it, because boo-hoo, you were at open air this weekend, and you spent too much time in the sun, and blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what? You could have
blah,
continued
blah,
your party
blah.
in a dark room that was pretty cool and full of metal. So it was fun. We had a good time. And we want to thank all the bands that played last night and the bands that were on tour for coming in.
Vicious Attack, the Shred
Vicious
Masters.
Attack, the Shred Masters. They were fucking phenomenal.
Just shred in your face with guitar sweeps
Oh, it
and
was
solos.
great.
It was pretty epic.
And watching the faces that Bloodletter made my night. That was great. But
Metal faces.
all in all, the whole show was awesome. And good luck to the bands on the road.
touring bands.
Absolutely. And then
Be safe out there.
Have Gunwill travel.
Derek, you went to open air one day.
One day.
You
He's like, I want to go and see all the bands that are really
No, he
off
met
the wall.
Ice-T again.
Yeah.
So tell us about your story about that one time you met Ice-T
Met him
yesterday.
twice.
Yesterday.
The 2 times.
Nah, I don't feel like it.
Okay.
So
He'll
cool
tell
guy,
you later.
Cool guy met
tell you
Ice-T again with all his OG patches on his vest. And Ice-T again was like, look at this motherfucking
No,
OG.
pretty much it was the whole band this time around. So I got to meet All About Account, one of my favorite bands.
I forgot he had a band.
And I get to Ice-T, and Ice is like, man, this dude's got everything. He's got Suicidal, he's got Crossover, he's got Death Metal, and everything else. And then he starts going, I can't even read what half these patches say. And he points to a patch. He's like, what does that say? I'm just like, it's a band called Pungent Stench. And he's like, what does that say? I'm just like, it's a band called Vomitory. And he's like, I thought it said that. I wasn't 100% sure. I'm just like, now, Ice, can you read what this one says? And he's like, no, I can't even read that. I'm just like, it's a band called Last Days of Humanity. And then he's like, see, I like death metal, but I don't like how I can't read the vocals, or I can't read the band logos. I don't like how I can't understand the vocalists. He's like, I like it though. He's like, when I write music, I like make sure people can understand what I'm saying.
Like, talk shit, get shot, motherfucker.
That's what my dad says.
Right.
There was a post I saw. Somebody said that it was.
So I walked up to Ice-T and started talking shit, and he shot me.
It was the first time that. Well, not the first time, but it. I mean, you're in the Chicago area, and it was all these white people yelling, "Fuck the police." It's funny, but anyway.
People say that.
Good for you.
Anyway.
Well, yeah, but they put
That was
that
fun.
song of But
It was
anyway.
Cop Killer.
Oh, Cop Killer. Well,
Hey man,
whatever.
he was on Law and Order. He respects the law now.
Yeah. Which is
Yeah.
so weird.
When right before he went on Cop Killer, he's like, I play a cop on TV. It's cool.
Boom, boom.
It's cool.
Yeah. So what else do we got going on here?
They played Cop Killer?
Cop Killer.
Second to last song.
So we had this band
They
as
opened
one
with
of our
Slayer.
first Hey Look What I Found picks ever. They're called
Ooh.
The Summoned. They're out of the Boston area.
I'm
They're
pretty
fucking
sure-
awesome.
Pronounced Baston.
They
Bastin.
were the first.
They were the first before we started
Before
actually
that
calling
segment
it Hey Look
was-
What I Found.
Before that segment was a segment.
Yeah, this was the first band that actually sent us stuff. They're called The Summon. They're really awesome. They now have their second CD. It took them that long, for 6 years, to release Sessions, their
When
second
you're,
album.
when you're writing technical death metal.
Oh my god, it's brutal and
There's
it's
a lot of notes.
amazing. And there's a music video out now that you can look up on YouTube. So check them out. The Summoned are still amazing. And we actually brought them to Chicago 2 years into the metal experience. Was one of the first bands that came from out of town, and they played actually Livewire Lounge with Hemi. I don't even remember who the other one was.
yeah.
But it's a good time, and we're very excited that they're still around. So the music video, I'm trying to figure out which song
Tell
it
me.
was.
Morgan, tell me.
There's so many posts that they posted within the past few days. Just go to their Facebook page, see what's up.
The Summoned.
The Summoned. They're really,
Summoned.
they're really awesome, and I'm hoping they do a tour again soon. Battle of the Garage Bands. So Speed Freak has made it into the final round.
Say what, girlfriend?
Speed Freak is amazing. The final battle takes place July 23rd, which is Sunday, and it's at the Chop Shop in Chicago. So you can go to the Chop Shop, and you can watch Sin City Escape and Speed Freak battle it out live. And it's being judged by D. Snyder himself, Chip Zenough Studios, and Johnny K Productions. And only one band will win the 2017 Battle of the Garage Bands contest. And one lucky fan will win a VIP trip to Chicago to meet the celebrities, plus the hosts, Luke Rockgirl, April Rose, and Walter Flackus from Stabbing Westward. And there's more national music celebrities in attendance as well. More to be released soon. So watch them.
It's a little weird. You
Speed
live
Freak's
in
awesome.
Chicago and
They
you're
actually
Chicago.
were one of the first bands that we ever met, and they wrote our theme song, "Wanna Rock Your Body to the Break of Dawn." We went to
I want to rock your body, and then in parentheses,
to the
until the break
of
of dawn.
It was fucking awesome.
Get it right.
All right. Also going on this weekend, July 22nd, which is this Friday, Midwest Metal Fest. Yeah, that's a thing. And Oblivion Zero, Consume the Divide, A Treachery Untold, Secrets of Skeletons, Catapult the Propaganda, Self-Imposed Exile, Chalk, Within the Grey,
Chalk?
also known as Burned in Effigy, and Vavorum are all playing this interesting event at Pontiac VFW at Pontiac, Illinois.
Why
Illinois.
is it so interesting? Why is it an interesting event?
I don't know, because there's a band called Chalk playing.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
There's
so
a
you
band
could
called
go.
Chalk playing. It's really interesting.
21 and up, $10, and it starts at noon. So it's an all-day metal fest.
Noonage.
So get drunk, watch some awesome metal bands, and head to Pontiac, Illinois. Also going on the Road to the Revival fundraiser, July 21st, which is also on Friday at Bada Brew. So if you're closer to this one, you can go to this one. It means that you can get Revival tickets for cheaper, which is one of the biggest
What is it? One of the biggest what?
DIY festivals that we've seen happen around this area. Happens in Yorkville, and it's pretty awesome. It's free beer, free food, free camping. You pay for 3 days for the event, and this is an
All you
opportunity.
can eat and drink.
Yeah, it's an opportunity to get things, the tickets for cheaper. So Absalom is playing with Oblivion Zero, Evil Engine, and Falling from Fiction, and it's 21 and up. 6 p.m. starts at 12. So you can also win raffle prizes such as an ESP LTD guitar, a Dean VX guitar, Revival passes, a Revival goodie bag, tickets to see Dope Head PE and A Silent Truth at the Forge in October, a signed Another Lost Year poster, a signed Dead Horse Trauma poster, and a signed Vices poster. So all of that is available. Check that out heading out at Bada Brew on Friday.
Bada Brew.
Bada Brew. Wings of Severance have a brand new music video out right now. You can check that out. It's also on their Facebook page and YouTube. It's called Welcome the Afterlife, and it's a lyric video. They're pretty awesome. And they're doing their album release show August 19th at Casey's Cabin in Spring Grove, Illinois. Should be called Scream, so rename your town.
Rename your town because Morgan wants to pronounce it.
Because I can't pronounce spring, apparently. This weekend we have hopefully 3 concerts we will be at. We're hoping to head to see Limp Bizkit for free playing Whiting, Indiana Festival of the Lakes. Yeah, that's right, Limp Bizkit. You want a nookie? Yeah, that's happening. Warped Tour. If you see us at Warped Tour, we like to take pictures with everybody that we see. All of our friends are usually out there, so I know it's supposed to rain, but that won't fucking stop us because it's going to be awesome. Warped Tour is probably one of my favorite festivals of the summer, so that's happening Saturday. And for those that don't know this craziness, we know that Born of Osiris and Volumes is playing the rave in Milwaukee on Sunday, but we will be there for other purposes. For those that don't know this awesome comedy cowboy, his name is Wheeler Walker Jr., and it's fucking hilarious country music.
He talks about eating pussy.
Yeah.
Kicking ass.
It really is the most obnoxious thing I've heard. Luco turned me on to it.
I turned around.
So we started listening to this on the way to a Flesh God Apocalypse show, and it was just not the music to get you in the mood. But once you take it away from going to a metal show and listening to it on its own, it's pretty fucking awesome.
Pretty brilliant.
Makes you feel really dirty, but it is very amusing. Wheeler Walker Jr., look him up. So if Born of Osiris is sold out at the rave, you can't get tickets, head downstairs. That's where we'll be.
And his song, his first single ever was
Eating
called
Pussy and Kicking Ass.
Eating Pussy and Kicking Ass.
It's awesome. Look him up. It's worth it. And Designing the Flaw is calling it quits with Her Eyes Glazed Over. Their final show is next Friday, the 28th at Big Shots in Valparaiso. Lugo's going to be playing that show with the Forms They Take. Our friends in Orinoco are going to be playing that among many other awesome acts. So come out, support, say goodbye to Designing the Flaw and Her Eyes Glazed Over. They've had a good run. We've seen them a few times. Both those bands are awesome.
We've played with Designing the Flaw
Multiple
a ton.
times. Yeah.
They're like our metal brothers. So to see them calling it quits, we're like, all right, we got to play one more time with those guys.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah, they're really good. And it's, they're not quitting music. Some of them are just going to other
And some of them are just moving.
things.
So.
But yeah, best of luck to them in the future and all their future endeavors. But yeah, it's gonna be a jam, and that's at Big Shots in Valparaiso, Indiana. Next, you said Friday.
Yeah, the 28th.
Rock and roll, rock and
So
roll.
next week on the show, Politeraries is going to be on our show for the first time.
What?
I don't know how to pronounce
Polarities,
this again. Polarities.
What is politeraries?
I don't know. Polar itties. Polar titties.
Sound like you said preliminaries.
Preliminaries.
Polarities.
Polar titties.
Yes. One north, one south.
Jeez. Oh my goodness. Like goofy titties? Like, look at my goofy boobs.
Okay, they don't all look exactly the same, all right.
Yeah. So that is happening next week. And then after that, we have one more show before we take a week break. So Funeral Nation is going to be joining us the first week of August, which I believe is August 2nd. So we have 2 shows left before we take a week break, again, to take a little vacation. So pronounce that band that's coming on with us next week.
Polarities.
Polarities. I'll get it right next week. I got it.
No, you won't.
Probably not. I'll just stay silent. I stay silent. I'll just shut the fuck up, as usual. And that's all I got. We wanted to announce that Paul from The Dark Side has finally put up his first review, and his bio is now on our website. He did Voice of Addiction's newest album that came out. So that is on the website underneath the reviews from the Crypt. And he has a bio up under the Meet the Team section. So he's going to be doing a mix of album reviews and show reviews for those shows that he goes to and sees that he wants to write about, as well as maybe conducting some interviews with bands. So if you want to still submit for having your album review or little blurb used for your press kit, you can always email us for details at themetalexperience@yahoo.com, or our Facebook page will respond to all of that. And Paul might be able to do something for you. He's new into writing about metal. He used to do more of sports, but he wants to get into writing again. Hit us up. So welcome Paulie B to our team.
Paulie B!
Paulie B is one of our journalists, and we're thrilled. We met him from doing this show, and was in this band called the Darksiders. He's in another band now that we'll talk about soon, and it's very exciting. We're glad that he decided to hit us up. So Voice of Addiction's new CD, check it out. It is called, I'm trying to find, it was on our website. This computer's so fucking slow. The Lost Art of Empathy. So yes, that is on our website right now. Check that out. And be sure to look at all the other album reviews and metal interviews that we've done. That's all I got.
All the metal interviews.
That's all I got. I'm done.
So metal.
Shut me up.
So metal.
The metal views.
The metal views. Well, again, what are the shows you guys have coming up? Debility. The shows you guys have coming up in the near future, including the November 10th one. Let me know about that one.
Right.
Okay.
About that so, to refresh. All right. So, August 25th, Kraken Cakes and More. That's where? Beach Park,
Illinois.
Illinois.
A place that nobody knows about.
Yes. Then the Grays Lake Oasis on September 9th. That's the Homine Records birthday bash, number 2. And then we have the November 10th show at Cairo Ale House with The Forms They Take, which he knows nothing about.
Now you know.
He'll figure it out.
November 10th.
Right.
You know what? I just asked them, and one of the other guys was like, "We are? I don't know. I'll play it though."
So organized. It makes me hopeful.
Listen, I don't handle any of the. I just show up when people are like, "Hey, can you play that?"
Scheduling.
Yeah. Hey, can you play the show? And I'm like, looking at my schedule. Yep, I'm good. So, very cool. Well, I'll get the details from you after the show.
His whole schedule just says jacking off.
Beating off,
Show.
jacking off, spanking off.
It better not
wanking
say
off,
that.
Pooping a lot.
There's some of that in the way.
That's those are my day offs. My day off.
Dedicate an hour to that.
Yeah.
Just a sweat rag and a bottle of lube.
Oh, jeez. So, oh my goodness. Well, thank you guys again for coming out tonight. Where can everyone find everything that is Debility on the Information Superhighway?
Debility.bandcamp.com. It's where all our albums are.
A lot of the time, if
all
you
one of them.
get a hold of us on Facebook, though, we can get you anything you need.
Mm-hmm.
But there, Reverb Nation, Instagram, Twitter, and anywhere else.
If you got it on your phone, you can probably get a hold of us.
SoundCloud. We should.
SoundCloud, right? Yeah, SoundCloud too. So, just basically everywhere.
These SoundClouds.
Except for Spotify, iTunes, and.
You lied
Google.
to me then. Not everywhere.
We're not big enough. Everywhere we're big enough for.
All right.
It's pronounced the cloud sounds.
Everywhere we're big enough for.
It goes boom.
And we got one more track.
Indeed, we do.
Going out to tonight.
Yeah, this one we actually have a video for.
So you have a music video for this.
Yes.
Give me the dirty details about it. I'm gonna look it up on.
So yeah, it's a lyric music video. It was directed by our own Johnny Tacos right here.
He's walking around.
Johnny Tacos.
Mostly it's us playing in a band room while he's just walking around his neighborhood.
Yep.
I think he was originally supposed to be in the band room playing with us, but for some reason I was really fucking pissed off.
It's really a testament to how John is somewhere else while the rest of us are practicing.
Not always.
Doing my thing.
Like
working out, eating tacos.
I was really.
Got no nipples.
Oh my God, you too!
Taco nipples?
He says that all the time.
Secrets
He
out.
says that all
Oh my god.
Yeah. So, yeah, the camera angles didn't end up amazing for John's
No,
part,
I was
so
shooting his crotch most of the time, if I recall.
All right. Give me crotch angle.
Look at it, Jared. So,
'Cause I was
and
really-
So
I-
wasn't it Aileen that did the Aileen, Sean's girlfriend now?
No, that was Chris. He was
Oh, it
filming
wasn't.
me.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
Chris did. Okay.
You could be my girlfriend too.
Oh.
Ooh la la.
Aileen already knows.
Okay,
yeah, just a quick
so
little video
the
we
music
got.
video is up on the YouTubes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's right.
It's on the Hamanine Records page.
Hamanine. How do you pronounce that?
Hamanine Records. Hamanine.
And and what was the name of this song one more time?
The Tide Rolls In.
The tide rolls in.
Don't let it eat you.
Well,
Real
before we
tide.
play that, let me write down the tide rolls in. Don't forget to check out A Kingdom in Peril and the Darksiders. We opened up the show playing their music, and then also check out the unsigned band pick that was brought to you by Imprint Recordings. Check out imprintrecordings.com if you're looking for some recording action.
Oh yeah.
That band was called Forward Order, and they're from Hanover, Pennsylvania. If you dug them, check them out. Give them a like on Facebook. Also, check out Debility. Give Debility like 4 likes on Facebook.
Debility.
Like them and then unlike them and then like them again and
Because
then repeat.
Sean needs to buy new pants.
Because they're full of piss.
He
Because
needs to
they're
buy
full of
new
people.
symbols too.
And
If you
new
go to the
symbols.
show,
Oh, they're just chewed the fuck up.
yeah,
His
you can
symbols
cut
kind of look like
yourself
they
on
were
those damn
attacked
things.
by a wild animal.
Just give Sean new symbols.
He's so metal he eats them.
You
Just
can
grind
support a
them
drummer
down.
for 68 cents a day.
60. Oh, that's it.
Oh my god, can we make this a serious
It's a-
commercial?
There's a meme
It's a
already,
meme,
actually.
and it's got Sean's face on it. And it's
No, you seriously need to make that into one of those
And you gotta
commercials.
have-
and it's a
Oh
serious
my god.
problem. We can't.
You
feed
need
Sean
to.
enough.
Can we like put him in a cage and make
Put
him
Sarah
like
McLachlan
cry?
on the
and-
background.
Yes.
Oh, this
30
is
Arms and
awesome.
an Angel?
You don't have to really cry. We'll make your eyes real
No,
wet.
I have like a homeless buried in the meme too. It's just like yeah,
You should
it's-
actually really cry.
We have a great thing going with
He
you guys
looks like
right
a hobo.
now.
It's great.
We're gonna make this
That
happen.
should be like for like a crowdfunding.
for some
Yeah.
symbols. For only 68 cents a day, you could buy Sean some new symbols,
No,
and he won't cut his
drummer.
hands when he's trying to unload and,
And then
load up.
you should do a
and-
shot with you like walking your symbols and just dropping them and be like,
Ah, my fucking toes!
Right.
or like ketchup as blood on your hand.
For the humanity.
No, ketchup coming out of the cymbals. The cymbals
That's the
are
new
bleeding
penis thing
too.
promo.
Yeah, the symbol's bleeding.
And then put some
That's a new
water on
pe-
the symbols like they're crying.
Drop some eyes on them, yeah, and then they're crying.
We gotta do this now.
Put a couple googly eyes on there.
Gotta come out of the crack
For
though.
just 68 cents a day, you could buy a new drummer for the cymbals.
Aww.
To treat them better because he's not.
You know, I'm just messing with you.
I'll be right back, guys. I need to go crying.
He's gonna go cry in the corner. All right. Well, thank you guys again for coming on tonight.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
And what's Morgan? One more time. Who's coming on next week? You can do it. I believe in you.
Polar titties.
Polar titties.
Polarities.
Polarities.
Boom.
Well, check out
I'll have
Debility.
to remember. I did it all for the nookie.
Oh my goodness. Well, we're going out listening to another Debility track. This is called "The Tide Rolls In." Good night, motherfuckers. Pew, pew, pew.
Thank you, Chin Hair of Knowledge. Last show. And now we wash away with the tides.
Unadequate thoughts, eternal blows attack. The night or to shreds. Momentary judgment, listen them to the most of God.